Hey, welcome once again to another edition of Neil the Deal on Talkin Fight. And tonight we're talking Ernie Shavers. What do you got for me?
Hey, good evening, Graham. How are you tonight? It's nice to see
I'm
you as
great.
usual. You're looking good. I'm feeling good. Everything's good. Thank you very much, guys, for the likes, the shares, the comments. All the great response has been absolutely overwhelming. I am completely blown away by this, Graham. And thank you very much to all of you, the fans for Neil the Deal. The shows are getting bigger, the shows are getting better, and we'll always ensure that we will bring you the best of the best that I can give you every day of the week. All right. So, Graham, today we're going to talk about a guy who was around in the 70s when I was a child. And I used to watch him a lot. You know, he was fighting the biggest and the best of the day. And he was basically, we're going to let everybody know that he was called the toughest, hardest puncher in the history of boxing. All right. That gentleman's name would be Mr. Ernie Shavers. All right. Ernie Shavers. He was born Ernie D.E.E. Shavers. All right. Born July 31st, 1944, in Garland, Alabama. All right. His career was a very long career, guys. 1969, like I was like nothing really in those days. I was like a miniature guy, all the way to 1983. Who does that? So that's what's that, Graham? 69,
So some
79,
14 years.
24 years. 69 to 83, Graham. 69, 79,
Yeah,
89.
so let's say 70 to
60,
83.
sorry, 69, 70. Yeah, you're right, Graham. Sorry, I'm wrong. 14 years. You're right. I'm sorry. All right. So he had a very illustrious career, 14 years. And he was one of, like I say, probably the known as the hardest puncher in the history of the game. All right. He had a bunch of monikers, nicknames, and I loved his nicknames. They used to call him the Black Destroyer. All right. The Black Destroyer. That's an interesting one. How about the Acorn? Graham, you know why they called him the Acorn, Graham?
A baby oak tree?
No, because he was bald. So he was like, he looked like an acorn, I guess. You know what I mean, guys? He looked like an acorn. Somebody called him the acorn. I don't know. And the other one was puncher of the century. So because he was, as you guys can go and watch, he's probably the best, hardest, toughest puncher of all time in the history of boxing. So he had an interesting career, Graham. He fought twice for the world title, but he lost both times. All right. He was known by far, again, as the hardest puncher. And he had 68 wins, Graham, by KO. 68 wins by KO, Graham. That's
incredible.
Who knocks out 68 guys in a career, right? So I believe he had like something like 89 fights, but he knocked out, 68 out of 89. That is a serious situation with that guy. He was, like I say, he's the hardest puncher. You got Rocky Marciano. You got Mike Tyson. You got these the Klitschko's. These guys are throwing the bombs. Apparently, this guy threw the bigger bombs. So, you guys need to go out there, check out like Ernie Shavers versus Ali. All right, fought him twice. Ali, he didn't fare so well. He did knock Ali. He either fought him one. I think maybe fought him one. No, twice. And he knocked him down once. Shavers actually knocked Ali out one time, like knocked him down once. So that's pretty impressive for Ernie, right? Uh, most of his fights originally were within 3 rounds. So out of the 68 knockouts, Graham, 46 knockouts were within the first 3 rounds, which is will tell you how much punching power he actually had. He was absolutely devastating. He'd come at you. I remember him. He had a very sort of compact style. He came at you really hard, and he'd throw the mega bombs. And he fought the biggest and the best of the time. He had 23 first-round KOs, which is amazing. You know what I mean, Graham? 23 first-round KOs? Wow. That is crazy. He holds an amazing 91.8% knockout ratio per fight, Graham. 91.8%. I don't think I've seen anything bigger than that. And his overall knockout percentage, Graham, the overall knockout percentage, 76.4%. So he's way above that 60 threshold. We're talking over 75%, 76.4. You know what I mean? So, guys, he's really one of those guys. He was in there in the day, and he was always in the big fight, but he just couldn't get the gold. You know what I mean? Like he was really close every time, and he fought the biggest, hardest, baddest. He did Norton, Foreman, Ali, Quarry, Jimmy Ellis. He did them all. You know, he fought and beat 5 world champions, Graham. Right? So he didn't win the championship himself, but he did beat 5 world champions, which is an interesting stat, really, to me, right? If he's beating guys who were the champion, but he never was the champion, that's an interesting stat to me, right? So we're gonna go through his fight numbers here. Total fights 89. I did say that, didn't I, Graham? 89.
Yep.
Yeah, 89. So he's got 68 wins by KO. He's got 14 losses in his career, 1 draw, and he won 44 of his first 47 fights. All right, 27 consecutive, and KOs in 20 consecutive fights. So that will tell you what kind of a monster this guy was. Like he literally annihilated the competition until he got to guys like Ali and Fraser and Foreman, those kind of guys. So he's absolutely amazing. He retired in 1983. All right. He's been spending his time being a special guest at boxing functions, conventions, that sort of stuff, doing signing autographs, that sort of thing. And he became an ordained minister, actually. And he's been practicing ministry for quite a number of years, not only here in the United States or, in the United States, but also in England, Graham. So he's gone intercontinental with his faith. So you gotta, thanks a lot, Ernie. I loved you when I was a kid. You were right there, buddy. And guys, again, thanks for the likes, the shares, all the subscriptions, all that kind of stuff. Check out Ernie Shaver's fights. He's got some big ones, like real big ones. And like I say, he's the best puncher of all time. Now, he actually, Graham, he was injured in 1983. That's why he retired. Apparently, he got a retinal injury to his eye, and it affected his vision and affected his ability to perform at the level that he was performing at. So he decided to pack it in, I guess, right? And he had 89 fights, so that's almost 90 fights. So he probably decided himself that, Mother Time caught up with him, Mother Time caught up with him. So, Ernie, thanks a lot. Love to hear from you. If you got anything to say, Ernie, or any of your friends out there, the Neil the Deal Show would love to hear from you. And guys, I want to thank you again. Every day, it's getting better and better. I know that I promised you we'd have Sid Vanderpool here. Did I not, Graham, today? I want to apologize to all you guys. I'm sorry. But Sid called the producers and explained that he wasn't able to come in. And obviously, we want to make sure that Sid's safe and happy. So apparently, he might come in a week or two. We'll just the producers will let us know.
Yep.
All right. So thanks again, guys. God bless you all. I really am blown away by and the Leafs tonight, right? Montreal. Apparently, we're playing Montreal. Is that true?
That's absolutely right.
Right. Is that game 1 of the season, Graham?
That's game number 1.
This is a real game now?
This is a real game.
It counts for points and stuff.
Yep.
All right. Fair enough. And this is it, guys. Toronto Maple Leafs all the way. to the cup. Let's go, boys. I love you. You're my favorite team since I was sperm. Let's go.
Right on. Thanks very much, Neil. And thanks very much for watching us. Good viewership. Keep in mind, if you go to our talkinfight.com website, not only will you see the show, but we've got a contest running where you can win these boxing gloves back here. We're giving a pair away for the next 7 weeks. We've got 7 pairs to give away. There you go. We'll see you tomorrow night, I guess, Neil.
Absolutely, Graham. Absolutely. I'll be here. Guys, again, thanks a lot. Continue all the great stuff you've been doing for me and the boxing community. Please subscribe. Please like a bit. Please make a comment once in a while. If you have anything to add or any suggestions or anything I'm sure the producers will look at it and we'll address it appropriately. And we'll definitely. God bless you all. Thank you. We'll always be there for you. Thanks a lot. Neil the Deal out.